So that was a nice little surprise because I didn't think I was going to be able to actually find that, like exactly what I was looking for. Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel. So today I am really excited because we are doing a part 2 of thrifting my fall Pinterest board. So if you didn't see my last video, I would recommend going back and watching that because I explain the types of things I'm looking for, but I didn't find quite everything that I wanted to find yesterday, so I decided that today I am going to go to another large thrift store in my Columbus, Ohio area called Ohio Thrift. And this place tends to have a lot of vintage, so what I'm hoping to find today are like blazers, maybe some cool fall vintage midi skirts, maxi skirts, dresses, and I'm on the lookout for some mules. I have been looking for a good pair of mules for so long, and I'm crossing my fingers that I can find some today. But yes, do go and watch my first video so you can see what I got at another very large thrift store near me called the Village Discount Outlet, one of my favorite places to go. And the good thing about the store that I'm going to today, Ohio Thrift, is that they actually have fitting rooms, unlike Village Discount Outlet, so that's nice. I can actually try things on today. Before we get into the video, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much. We recently hit 3,000 subscribers, which is crazy. It took me so long to get to 1,000. I just can't even believe I ever got beyond that. But all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get thrifting. So this Ohio Thrift location is really big, but as you'll see, just because they have a lot of stuff does not mean that it's great. But I tried to be really organized and efficient in my thrifting on this day, so I went straight to the shoes just to see what they had, and unfortunately for big-footed girls like me, not too much. These were definitely the closest to what I've been looking for, but I just didn't really love them, but I did decide to try them on anyway. I think they really look cute with those Puma socks. What do you think? These were brand new at $70 and they did want $30 for them, which is a good deal, I guess, but I just didn't love them. I then went over to the sweaters and I spent a lot of time in the sweater section and it just really was not good. This, I feel like somebody could make this really cute. You could crop this and make this look good. This was by far the best brand I found by a long shot. Rails is definitely a good brand, and they had it for only $4. And I thought about getting it, but then I did notice that there were some stains on there, and I just wasn't confident that I'd be able to get them out. They did have a lot of Christmas sweaters, which maybe I'll come back and get some for that season, but this one I thought was pretty fun. I like that the ornaments on there were like actual little bells. Another cute Christmas sweater here. I probably would have got that if it was a different color green. Thankfully they did organize the sweaters by color, so because they had so many, I just stuck to the colors that I was interested in, but just a lot of very basic sweaters from not very good brands. Next, I went over to the skirt section to see if I could get a cute vintage midi one. They did have a few options here. This one was all right, but I did appreciate that they had a good amount of skirts with different patterns, which is what I like. This one was probably the closest to what I was looking for, but it just was not my size, but I did really like that a lot. This green kind of paisley skirt, someone could absolutely rock. This was a really cool one because it's like super vintage Sears and it smelled really bad, so that was the bad thing. Then I went over to the blazer jacket coat section and I was super shocked and happy to find this philosophy blazer. I really like the style of it. This was a surprise I found over in the jackets. Very cool velvety piece. Did not have any label whatsoever on it, didn't have a size, but I threw it in the cart to try on too. This, I'm just genuinely so curious, where and when would you wear this? What is this for? I actually really loved this Rolling Stones denim jacket. I really, really loved the wash of it. It was a couple sizes too big for me, so I wasn't going to pick it up. And I didn't love that patch on the back. I have been looking for shackets as well. This is definitely the type of thing that I would have picked up, but this was just not my size. I then went over to the dresses, and usually the store has a very good selection, but I guess just because it's fall, they really did not have that many at all, and honestly, just not good selection on this day. I always gotta pop over to the home decor just to see what's up over there, and for some reason, this store always has some pretty good lamps, and I love how this box is really asking the important questions. So let me know down in the comments, if you could open a door to anywhere, where would you go? The store also does get a lot of overflow, I guess, both of clothes and food. So yeah, you could come get a sweater and some ranch. Then I went over to the dress pants section, and I really loved the vibe of these pants, but these just were not my size. These were absolutely awesome. These were wool, vintage Ralph Lauren pants, really like kind of exactly what I was looking for, but not my size. And they did have some holes in the butt anyway, so that just was unfortunate. But they actually were new with tags, so that's kind of cool. I wasn't really looking for gray pants, but these Charter Clubs were the closest I could find in my size, so I decided to grab them and just try them on. Then I went over to the guy section, their sweater section. This vest I thought was kind of cool. Somebody could probably rock it, but I thought it was just a little bit too long. If somebody got it and cropped it, I think that'd be really cute. This kind of like grandpa cardigan sweater I really did like, but upon further inspection, it did have a missing button as well as some stains, so just not worth picking up. Then in the dressing room, I tried those pants on, and vintage sizing, they just were too small for me, unfortunately, but I probably wouldn't have got them anyway. And then this vest, although, I'm definitely gonna have to layer it, I really liked it. The detail really is just so pretty on this one. And then this blazer, I was super happy to find fit me kind of exactly how I was hoping for. This Philosophy one is definitely a little bit smaller than the other one, but I think it's also a great little layering piece. Ultimately, I did walk away from the store with a nice bag, so although it was a lot of searching for a few gems, definitely worth it. But I was still in the mood to go thrifting, so I popped over to my local Plato's Closet, which is pretty close to Ohio Thrift. They did have some items on clearance as well, so that's always fun to look through there, although it was like basically all mini skirts. They really overbought them, I feel like. I looked through their dresses quickly, and I thought that this was a good one for layering, but it just wasn't my size. I really like the brand Lulu's, so I decided to give this a try, although I did not have very high hopes. I really did like the pattern. And of course, I had to look at the shoes, and once again, they don't have a lot for the big-footed gals. These, I think, are so cute to wear during this fall season, and they looked absolutely brand new, but unfortunately, they were not my size. They were put in the wrong section, and they were $65. I did look through the sweaters for quite a while, and I really appreciate that Plato's separates clothing not only by size, but also by color, so I focused in a lot of the pinks and creams and things that I like to wear. And this just kind of shows how Plato's is really not more expensive than a lot of these other thrift stores. So this was a really nice sweater vest, and they had it priced at only $12, and I am telling you that at those other thrift stores, it would have been more like $15 and above. I did briefly look over at the skirts, but they really only had mini skirts. They did not have any that were midi or maxi length. I of course popped over to the guys quickly to see what they had, and I thought that this denim jacket, Members Only by Nickelodeon, was so cool. They only wanted $40 for it too, which I feel like for members only is actually a great price. In the fitting room, I tried on that Lulu's dress, but yeah, just not the right shape for me. I would have felt really uncomfortable wearing this. I also tried on this gray like athleisure dress, but yeah, I just didn't really like how it looked on me. I picked up this H&M sweater vest to try on as well. I really like the vibe of these, but this one was just not for me. Too big, too oversized, so I'll keep looking. I also picked up this Target Wild Fable dress to try on. This is definitely 100% my vibe. Okay, I am back from a full day of thrifting and shopping around, and even though we got off to a pretty bad start at the Ohio thrift store, it just kind of goes to show that sometimes you really have to do so much flipping through the racks in order to find just one or two gems. And I forget that sometimes because I get really spoiled a lot with just some great thrifting around here. But yeah, today was a pretty rough day. I just was not finding hardly any good brands or just good pieces in general. I really don't care that much about brands, but yeah, just was not really finding much at all at the Ohio thrift store. But one of the main things I was looking for in there were blazers, and that's really what I came out with. That was the big win of the day there. And of course, along the way, found some stuff I wasn't necessarily looking for, but that's just how it goes. All right, so first, I did get a couple things not for myself. This pair of pants I just could not leave behind. They are 100% wool, and they are a size 4. And I did get these for half off. They were originally $4 and they were on sale for $2. So that was the main reason I got them, because I figured maybe my sister would want them because I think that these would be her size, or I will go ahead and list them in my Poshmark closet. But I think they are such great pants for the whole dark academia vibe. And I mean, they're wool, they're really great condition. These are from the brand Sag Harbor. Like I said, size 4. They got the nice pleats in the front. So yeah, somebody will end up loving these, I think. The other thing that I got, not for myself, was this grandpa style sweater. I found this in the men's section. This is like the exact type of sweater I was looking for, although this is just about one size too big for me. This is a size extra large, so it'd just be a little too frumpy on me, I think. But this is from the brand Northern Isles, which is a good brand. And this is a wool blend. It's only 5% wool, but cotton, nylon, acrylic, and wool's in there. Made in the USA, and I really do like the colors there. I will go ahead and list this one on my Poshmark. I think it will do pretty well on there, either for men or for girls. A lot of girls look really cute in wearing these really oversized. So I was happy with this find, and this wasn't a bad one at all either. I did pay $4 for this, but their vintage pieces are the only ones that I feel like are really affordable for the most part, or at least are like a decent deal. So many of the pieces there, if you saw, like, they're just expensive. They're really expensive for what you're getting, I think. So yeah, that was a good find, but not for me. Then, yes, I did get some blazers. So this first one I really like. This is super comfortable, actually. This is from the brand Philosophy, which is definitely a solid brand. And I just really do like the color of that. I like that it has this kind of intentionally rolled sleeve there. It has that really cute button detail, I think. And then the inside looks really nice. This isn't like super big on me at all. I wouldn't be able to wear like this kind of sweater underneath it. It'd have to be a thinner shirt, but I think I will still get a lot of great wear out of this. And this doesn't feel like it really was ever worn at all. And it's in fantastic shape. And this I did pay $8 for, which I think is definitely reasonable for a really nice quality blazer like this. And then the other blazer I really like, I just need to get used to the shoulder pads. This is from Sag Harbor, the same brand that those gray trousers are from. And this is 40% wool, and I really, really love the colors of this one a lot. This is like exactly what I was looking for. This is kind of what I was looking for pants as well. But I love that it is darker. It's like more of a subtle pattern, but there is pattern there. There is color to this. And I think it fits me really nicely. It fits me how I wanted it to, not as snug as the other one, just a little bit oversized, but not so oversized that it is like frumpy, I think. The only thing is it does have those shoulder pads, but all of these blazers do. So I just need to get used to it and wear with confidence, I guess. But I'm praying I don't like find a hole in here at some point, but I did look it over very carefully and it did look pretty good to me. So I am really excited to wear this. I think I'm gonna do a video in the next few weeks where I style dark academia outfits. I think that would be pretty fun for like November. And I wanna do more styling videos just because then I am forced to think about outfits and then I will be more likely to wear them in the future. So the big wild card of this trip was this little vest. And I have kind of had something like this in the back of my mind for a while. Like I see other people style things like this really cute. And so I kind of just thought, yeah, you know, if I find a vest, that would be nice. And this is really, really pretty, I think. It is very vintage, embroidered. It has a velvet feel to it. So I'm excited to mess around with styling it. I'll probably just put like a black turtleneck underneath it or something like that, or layer it over a dress. I'm not quite sure what I'll do with this, but I just kind of threw it in my cart. There's no tag or size anywhere on here. So I wasn't thinking that this would actually fit me, but then I tried it on and it's like a perfect fit. So meant to be, I guess. So you might as well just throw things in your cart and try them on if you can. But I think that this was a really great find. I ended up getting this for $4. Yeah, I just absolutely love the detail of this little vest. And then the final clothing piece I got from the store, it was kind of funny because I had in my mind, and I said it in the first video, that I was looking for jackets. I just want to have a variety of lightweight jackets so I can have different options throughout this fall season. And I wasn't finding any jackets in the store. I found one that was too big, but I really wasn't finding anything else. But then after I got out of the fitting room, they had their put back rack. I put back a couple things, and then I saw that they had this jacket there, and I was like, perfect, this is exactly what I was looking for. And this is just Forever 21, but honestly it feels just as good a quality as any of the other jackets like this I've seen. And it is new with tags as well, so that's very nice. This was originally $25 and I got it for $8, so very nice there. And I really like the colors of this one as well. I think I'll definitely wear this a lot. So that was a nice little surprise because I didn't think I was gonna be able to actually find that, like exactly what I was looking for. Finally, the home decor pieces that I got, the home decor set that I got, I thought I looked at the price tag when I picked it up. I guess I didn't because I was shocked when I checked out. So I ended up spending $30 on this, which I think is pretty insane for a thrift store, but I was looking around for this specific thing on Etsy just a couple days ago, so I guess fate. So I got these genuine alabaster bookends. I literally was like looking for really cool bookends like this a couple days ago. It is so weird that I found these. And it says, genuine alabaster, hand carved, made in Italy. So the original retail for these was probably quite expensive. I'll have to kind of do some research and look into them. But my husband is very kindly going to build me over the next few months a big built-in bookshelf on one wall of our basement, and I'd like to get a variety of bookends. So yeah, I've just been on the lookout for some, and I think these are gonna look really nice. They are heavy. So after Ohio Thrift, I made the trip to Plato's, and I did end up getting two things. So the first is this dress. It's actually just a Wild Fable dress, but I honestly really like Target's clothes a lot, and I end up picking up many of them at the thrift store. So this one they did have for $10, but I definitely had a $5 off coupon. I love floral dresses that have like the black base. I think they're really pretty, and I think this is gonna be really nice to wear with tights, and then kind of like some Doc Marten style boots is how I am picturing wearing this. So I was really happy to pay not very much money at all for this dress. I did look for a while through their sweaters because they do have a ton of sweaters there, but just nothing was really catching my eye, so I didn't pick up any of them. But I was really noticing after going to Ohio Thrift today and also Village Discount Outlet yesterday, two thrift stores where they price everything individually. The Plato's prices were literally like cheaper than those places, and Plato's is of course much pickier. Everything that they have is 3 years old or less. My Plato's is absolutely very picky about that. It's in great condition. You're not searching for hours and hours and hours. So lesson learned for me is when I am thrifting for myself and I am looking for just like cute, more modern pieces, it's actually smarter for me just to go to Plato's than those particular thrift stores, because legit, Plato's prices are cheaper. So that's kind of insane. I've seen a lot of thrift stores raising their prices, but I haven't really seen Plato's doing the same thing. So I don't know if that would be the same for where you are, but that's kind of how it's going here. The Goodwills by me are thankfully still pricing things by category, and if they see something that's like crazy, then they will definitely price that individually, but for the most part, like a sweater is a sweater is a sweater, it's all the same price. So I really love that because it just brings back the thrill of the hunt. Okay, and then the big surprise of Plato's is I was looking over in the guys section, because you know I was looking for shoes too, and I found these Birkenstocks for 20 bucks. I was so shocked that they had them for that price. They fit me perfectly. I do not have any Birkenstocks. They have kind of like been way in the back of my mind as something to look for while thrifting. Never thought that I'd actually find them.
I am messing up the video.
I'm almost done.
Okay.
So even though I do like that dress, I probably would have been a little bit disappointed to leave Plato's with only that. So this was really nice. Really not fall related in the Midwest at least, but I will have these for a long time. Okay, so those are the two stores that I showed you, but I genuinely was really disappointed that I didn't find any mules. And so I needed to go to Target anyway to get some things, and I decided to just take a look-see over in their shoes, and I was so surprised, you guys, to see that they had so many cute pairs of shoes. They had like 15 different styles of boots, and then they do have a ton of different flats and mules and clogs and things like that. Those are for sure in style again, and I love it because I love all those like really thick platform shoes, those thick clogs. I really like it a lot. The only bad thing is, at least at my Target, they were just kind of like a mess. Like all the different shoes were mixed together, and I have big old size 11 feet, and they did not have hardly any that were in my size. But I did end up getting 2 pairs of shoes. So first up, I did get the Watson heels, and this is pretty much what I was looking for at the thrift stores. I think I will get a lot of wear out of these. I probably still will be slightly on the lookout for some like flat mule type shoes that I can slip on, but I do really like having a platform. I do like wearing a heel, and I like that I'll be able to dress these up or down. I do have a pair of similar shoes that are from the BOC brand that are black, and I have been thinking, oh, it would be nice to have a brown pair as well. So I was quite happy to pick these up. These were $40, but they seem to be pretty good quality, and hopefully they'll last me at least a few seasons. And then the other pair of shoes I got are big old boots, as you can see. These are the Kerrigan boots, and I really, really like these. These were $50, but I'll probably wear these like 3 times a week, praying that they end up being pretty comfortable to walk around in. So they are like some knee-high boots, but they have that like real thick sole. They've got a heel, but not too big of a heel. I have like a dressier pair of tall brown boots, but I think these will be great just for every day or to kind of like dress down a dress. So I am really excited about these. And they had about 5 other pair of boots that I really, really liked, but yeah, I just cannot have like 20 pairs of boots. So although this day of shopping my Pinterest board did not really start out the way that I hoped it would, I'm actually really, really happy with everything that I ended up getting. Of course, I would have loved to thrift some of those shoes for a cheaper price, but the shoes at my thrift store are not that much cheaper than these anyway, so I guess might as well buy them new. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help my channel out a lot. But thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.